What's up guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna do this video in one take because I gotta go in 12 minutes to work. And it's either I make this video or I don't. So let's get into it. This is just gonna be another answering your questions from the comments. And I've got to start it off with somebody that isn't saying the comment, but it's Mike, and he's saying he was our field artillery and he wore just regular foam earplugs, for the record. And some did not wear them at all at the time, which is why their ears are so fucked up. Well, make sure if you're field artillery, wear better ear pro, but yeah, I can see it. I mean, Marines, I would say military in general, just a lot of times they feel like they're above getting disabled, and you gotta watch out for that. And he goes on to say, women can't handle artillery either. A 155 millimeter round weighs 90 pounds. So yeah, if you're a woman, don't join artillery. Alright, so Jason's got two questions, and he's asking, what's your opinion on going open contract, and can you go a bit more into depth on the sniper selection aspect of the Marines? Can't go into the Marine sniper selection. I mean, I already gave you a video on as much as I know about that. But as for open contract, I knew a lot of people who were open contract. You gotta go open contract, say like you have a low ASVAB score and you just wanna like see if maybe possibly you can go like something other than infantry, go open contract. But obviously they won't put you in freaking counter intel if you're open contract and you got 30 ASVAB. It's gonna be within reasonable definitions, but also I know that they put you in open contract if you fail your MOS school. They're gonna be like, all right, we'll just put you as open contract and just put you wherever we want because you failed your MOS school. So if you were going infantry and you're small like me and you didn't prepare, you're gonna fail infantry school. And if you fail infantry school, open contract. So make sure you know about that. Did you complete AIC? No, I did not. I was a Lance Corporal. Yeah, use advanced infantry course. That's gonna be something that a lot of people, once they're like squad leaders as a corporal level, do. Question: what is the proper way to make a head call without getting screwed by DIs? Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Let's see if I remember. So his hatch, the drill sergeant's hatch, is gonna be right in front, maybe like right here. Right there is the door. So you're gonna run up to it. Sir, this recruit requests permission to use the head, sir. Yeah, something like that. Or like, this recruit requests permission to make a head call, sir. It's something like that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna scream that at the top of your lungs. I can't do that in an apartment. And it's gonna be a fun time. If you're maybe just in line with everybody else, you're gonna do the exact same thing, only without knocking on the hatch. Oh yeah, and I would have got chewed out there too. I forgot that you have to give them the proper greeting of the day first. So you have to be like, sir, good morning, sir. This recruit requests permission to use the head, sir. You have to say the proper greeting of the day. So if it's 7 a.m. or something, you gotta say, sir, good morning, sir, before you even say anything. Or else you're gonna get chewed out. So, man, it's been a while, but I'm surprised I remembered the line, at least the second line of it. Alright, so the background music makes me feel like I'm watching this in a mall. Oh, I already read this. Okay, I'm so behind the questions. I'm so sorry, guys. They have put me in for a lot of work at work. It's been crazy. And also, I'm trying to get out of my apartment and I'm moving to Cali, so a lot of paperwork with work and my apartment and figuring out what's happening in the next 4 months, which is when this is going to be happening. So, yeah, stay with me, guys. That's the reason, if you guys are wondering why I've been gone so long. You know, just like intermittently every 3 days now giving you videos because of that. And Glazin is asking, what are your opinions on other branches of the military and why you didn't join them? Well, I mean, for me, it was like, I always wanted to be, I did the Marines because I didn't have like a dad figure. He didn't die or anything, he wasn't there in my life. So I felt like me as a guy with 2 sisters and a mom raising me, like, I felt like I always wanted to, you know, try and be the most manly person ever. And I'm a very subtle person. I'm very shy. I'm not like the most manly guy ever, and I always wanted to be that person. And I knew that the Marines was like the most manly thing ever, and I wanted them to teach me how to be a man. Really deep stuff, but yeah, that's why I wanted to join the Marines. I know that the Air Force wouldn't give me that. I know that, you know, they don't feed off of like oh, you're gonna be the manliest person ever if you join the Air Force. They don't feed off that. They feed off of like, hey, like if you wanna make something out of of your life and career-wise and stuff, join the Air Force. And the Marines was for me, definitely. And Marilyn is asking, nope, he's not asking anything. He's cussing. Okay. Can the military look at your medical records at MEPS and throughout your service, or do they just go off what you tell them? Well, they will go through, what you said, throughout your service, especially if you're trying to make a disability claim or if you're trying to get out medically or something along those lines. They have to see the before and after. So they know that at MEPS, this is what your hearing was. I'm taking the hearing because that's what I had to deal with. And then throughout the line, I was like, hey, my hearing is getting worse. Can I get seen again? And, they'll see me again. And then they'll do that same test. And then they'll see the differences of it. And it's like, it's pretty insane, the differences of my hearing. I had like almost perfect hearing. I remember the guy after I did the hearing test at MEPS was like, man, you got perfect hearing, like, jeez. And I'm like, yeah, but now it's like the worst hearing ever, and it's one of those things. They're only gonna check that if you make something up and you're like, hey, I want to get checked for this. So, great video, thanks, Ross. What's the process of getting out, like turning in all your gear, and what do you get to keep? Keep up the good work. When you get out, you have to go to CIF, so CIF. It's combat inspection. No, I forget what it stands for. But you go there, and that's where you turn in all your gear. And it's very, very tedious. Like, you have to clean it perfectly. And I live in the desert. Like, that's where my base was. You have to make sure no sand is on it. So you put all of your gear, including like your flak jacket. You put in, we call it the flak jacket. I know it's not actually a flak jacket, but like your plate carrier. You put in your packs and everything into a washer. And there's gonna be a big washing room, at least for my barracks. There's a new barracks, and they had like 50 washers in there for this purpose. And you put in all your stuff in the washer and the dryer, and then sometimes you have to do it multiple times before all the sand gets out, and then you can go and turn it in. Now, when you turn in, you have to turn in everything, but a lot of times when you're like counting your gear and stuff, you'll find out you have 2 of something, and that's when you get to go. Okay. So you're supposed to turn them in or give them to your squad, and I did that for most of the things, but I remember there was one pair of something. I'm not even going to say what it was. I think it was like gloves. Well, yeah, it was something like not important, and I decided, okay, well, I have 2 of them. I asked everybody in my squad. I'll just take them. So that's what happened there. You got to go and turn in everything, though. Very long process. For me, it took 2 days, but for some people, it takes a month because they just... some of them, they don't put them in the washer, partly because like you're not really supposed to, or you're supposed to do it in like a specific like cold wash, so they'll just be outside with the hose just spraying it down. That takes forever. Is there a computer programming specialist, science, or anything related to computers in the Marines? Yes, there is like a computer technician, which you have to know the software and hardware side of computers. So yeah, that's definitely something that you can do if you're looking into that. Make sure to talk to a recruiter about it. I was not in that side. So, for pull-ups, does it matter how you hold your hands on the bar? No, it does not. You can do it this way, or you can do it this way, and it'll still count the same. These are curl-ups, these are pull-ups. It does not matter. A lot of people switch them up throughout. Yep, you're totally able to do that as long as your feet don't hit the ground. You make sure to go all the way up and all the way down. Not any of this BS. It's not pull-up. Alright, alright. Whoa, put those guns away, brother. Bram, I love you, man. Alright, Jacob is asking, is there any way or program to become a Marine officer without a college degree? No. Black, chauvinist. If I do 2 years of JROTC, can I get PFC after boot camp? I was not JROTC, but I'm pretty sure that's the truth. I'm pretty sure you have, after 2 years you get to do that. For enlisted guys, JROTC, yeah, that's the same thing. Even if you enlist, you get PFC, I'm pretty sure, after like a couple years. But for enlisted guys, you have to get 2 referrals. Why do I keep saying enlisted guys? Like, you can either do that, or you can get 2 referrals, like sign up 2 other people into the Marines, and then you get PFC. So, there's a couple ways. Truth exposed. Okay, yeah, Perry. will you ever create a podcast? We've been talking about it, and hopefully we will. I think in the future, definitely. We just got to figure out what we'll do a podcast about. If you guys have any suggestions, I've got a buddy. Look at his channel, Truth Exposed. We want to make a podcast. I think that'd be fun. No, just something like we always talk in the basement for hours. So I think we just want to go and record it and put it up. So if you guys have any topics you guys want us to talk about, make sure to leave it down in the comments. All right, I've got a couple more minutes. I gotta leave, guys. Glazin again is asking, if I have a felony conviction as a juvenile, can I enlist? I'm pretty sure you can, but you might not. I would just talk to a recruiter. The recruiter, again, he's gonna try and enlist you as best he can. He doesn't get anything. He doesn't get like bad paperwork if you enlist somebody with a conviction or like with a bunch of bad things, bad paperwork, excuse me, tied to him. He doesn't get any like, slap on the wrist or anything. He gets oh yay, sweet, you enlisted somebody. So just talk to a recruiter. He's gonna help you out. How do you get to Fast Company? Again, I believe you have to go to you have to be in a security forces unit, and then you get to go after a while in there. You can sign up for Fast, and then that's the impression I'm under. But again, I wasn't Fast. And the last question I will take for today is from Adams, and he's asking, how long were you in SOI? And it's gonna be 2 months. 2 months. A lot of people stay a little bit extra, 2 months and 2 weeks, because maybe they dropped off. Or actually, okay, technically, I was in for 2 months and a week. Because usually it's 2 months flat for the training, but I was a week early. I was put in what's called Lima Company, and that's the holding company where you're awaiting training, and really chill. Yeah, that was actually good times. I really enjoyed Lima Company. It was just you're just in the barracks most of the time, and sometimes you get to go and like pretend you're like the enemy in like scenarios for that people who are doing the training. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But yeah, a lot of people, they fail something and they have to wait. They have to go down 2 weeks to a different company, redo some training, and then 2 months and a week, excuse me. And guys, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave the comments about the podcast. Make sure to leave comments about what do you want to see next. Some more questions as well. These videos are obviously, I'm able to do this before work. They're easy to make, and I appreciate that. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.